there used to be a commercial. It said,
bullfights in Tijuana.
it's a bullfights in Tijuana. However, one time, it was like in the late 60s, like 68, 69, there was Speedway in Tijuana. Speedway in Tijuana. And it was a Dude Criswell production. Dude rounded up all the top United States Speedway riders for an afternoon matinee in Mexico.
Tijuana,
Did
Mexico.
you know they had Speedway with American riders in Tijuana? They had those guys. And Greg Hazerat, he was a guest on my show. He talks about like what happened and about the situation with the Speedway, how they made $50 each. It was a flat fee. And Dude Criswell, he took all that money and he drove home. He had dinner at Denny's on the Speedway riders. But it was just an interesting event. It was a one-time only event. And that was in
Tijuana, Mexico. Speedway.
And we're going to hear about what Greg Hazerat had to say about this event. This one-time event that happened, never happened again. So here we go. Let's hear what Greg Hazerat had to say about
bullfights in Tijuana.
I like the big tracks, better. We had a race one time down in Tijuana, which was quite the event. It was a quarter mile on the quarter mile track, like a running track.
Nice.
And I did pretty well down there. I did good. The bigger the track, the better I did. And I won a few races down there, and it was a lot of fun. The track was super dangerous. There was they put a hay bale in front of every one of the light poles, the poles that would be there for the nighttime when they had soccer games probably. And then they had one corner had like a 4-inch concrete little edging around it. And then you went off into the basketball court, which was like 15 feet down below that. So you didn't want to go off in that corner because that probably would have been the end of everything for you. And the track was hard and slick, and we wore out every tire that we had. We'd flip them over and use the other side, and we just finally ran out of tires. But overall, I did fairly well. The thing that was really interesting was that the racetrack, on the other side of the racetrack, they had the grandstands on the front straightaway. On the other side, there were very few grandstands, but there was a gully, and there was across that gully, thousands of people sat in that gully and watched the races and didn't have to pay a dime. They watched them for free. And the people that were in the grandstands were very few because they didn't have to pay. They could go on the other side and watch for free. So as a result, it looked like we all got paid, I think, $50 a piece, as I remember. And I think Dude Criswell was the promoter, and I think he tried to run off with all the money, and I think he got some help with Sammy Tanner because he got his car stuck in the mud, and Sammy didn't know any better. He helped try to push him out of it, and off he went. So as I recall it, we all got $50 and had a great time, but he basically ran off with most of the money.